Hello everyone and a very good afternoon. My name is Anujay Ghosh from Group 91. This is the demo video for CSE 564 visualization final project. Let me begin by sharing my screen. All right, so we can see here that the topic I have chosen for my final project is the Indian commercial banking landscape, where I am visually analyzing the number of functioning offices of commercial banks in India. And I'm doing that using parameters of state, region, bank names, population groups in different regions of India. And I'm doing it for the time period of 2006 to 2022. And the data was recorded at the end of each quarter in a year. Uh, to put it into perspective, India received their independence about just about 75 years ago. So, analyzing the past approximate 16 years is nearly 20% of the time India has been independent. And the growth, economic growth, along with other factors and other fields, the growth of India has been really, something to admire as a country and as a population. Uh, uh, so, uh, what I'm trying to achieve is I'm trying to find out trends and trying to see how, what kind of inclination the economy of India is going towards. Uh, so, let me begin by okay. So this is the dashboard. The features here you can see is this is a display details box. Uh, we start with a choropleth map of India with all the states separated. The legend here shows that the range goes from 0 to uh, a little more than 5,000. Uh, a bar graph here shows number of bank offices by year right now in all states, but on brushing and linking, you can do it for a single state or a particular bunch of states as well. The bank-wise pie chart here shows the market share of each of the top five banks that I've chosen. Uh, and you can see it for all banks when you're not hovering over any of the sectors, but on hovering over a particular sector, you can see their market share as well. Uh, the timeline goes from 2006. So I think it begins from March 2006 and it goes till December 2022 quarter. So you can see here, the next is a population group wise tree map, which shows four population groups: the urban, the metropolitan, the rural, and the semi-urban population. Uh, and the region wise bubble chart, India has six regions. So the bubble chart shows the count of bank offices for each region. Uh, if I press the play button here, it'll go from the first quarter available to the last quarter. So 2006 to 2022, you can see the changes. The states here, you can see they're getting darker as time passes. Years are being added. So 2017 has higher number of banks and 2018 has higher than 2017. 19 is higher than 18. 2020 and 2021, they both have similar number of banks. So there's been a stagnancy for these 2 years. And in 2022, again, there has been a slight increase. So again, on selecting particular states, you can see the regions these states belong to and the names of the states here. On hovering over any of the states, you can see the number of bank offices in that state in that particular year. So right now we're doing 2022. So any of the states that you hover over, it'll show you uh, the data for 2022. If I move back to somewhere around 2019, uh, it'll show a lower number since you can see this is an increasing graph. where number of bank offices have been increasing over the years, starting from 2006 all the way to 2022. Uh, Now, beginning with the analysis, we can see that we saw that there was an increasing trend overall in all the states. So when I press play, you can see it starts at yellow, which is like the end left end of the legend, and it moves towards orange, then to red, then to purple, and some states even go to blue. So this indicates that India has been a growing economy and it is consistently growing over the years. And there's been a consistent increase in banking needs. So it this bodes very well for the country as a whole. And we can also see here in the bar graph, we notice 2020 and 2021 are similar in numbers. This is possibly due to the COVID-19 pandemic causing all the citizens to be at home, and there was a slowdown in economic activity. So uh, we can uh, we can say that COVID-19 might be a possible factor for the stagnancy. Uh, Also, because of the pandemic, again, many people also switch to online banking services, reducing the need for physical bank offices, and increased adoption over the last 3 to 4 years with e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, Uber, Ola, Zomato. These have been very well adopted in India, and online payment services such as UPI through Google Pay or PayPal might also be a contributing factor for the reduced growth in number of offices needed. Uh, you, Over the years, we can also see that this one, the blue sector in the pie chart, which is State Bank of India, uh, had almost 65%, and it consistently is the market leader. Even in the year 2022, it's somewhere around 50%. Uh, this uh, this could be because of uh, SBI being a government-owned bank with a very large network of branches and an established presence, which could be the reason for the dominant market share. And we can see over the years, other banks like HDFC, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, and Bank of Baroda, the out of which ICICI, HDFC, and Axis Bank are private players, while Bank of Baroda is yet another state-owned bank. So these three have grown their market share over the years, including Bank of Baroda as well, which could be attributed to their focus on, new age tech and digital banking services and innovative product offerings like credit cards and better interest rates and better loans, which may help, which may have helped them gain a competitive edge in the market over the years. So going on to the population group wise tree map, if we see that the trend again over the years, the earlier larger share was the uh, population group, but over the years it has moved on from rural, and it's inclining towards semi-urban, and urban and metropolitan are not very far behind either, which shows that there's a trend in India where Indians are very highly inclined towards education. So even an illiterate farmer's son will try and get an education so that you can go on from rural to semi-urban areas, and then to urban and metropolitan areas. We Indians are very, we love to call ourselves middle class, which defines semi-urban uh, population group. Uh, all right, so going on to region-wise bubble chart, we can see here different regions can be highlighted in the choropleth map on clicking uh, different bubbles. The central region here right now, eastern region shows the eastern side. The northeastern region is this one. Uh, And we can see that uh, overall, the northeastern region has a way lower count of number of bank offices compared to, let's say, southern or central or eastern region. This might be because that because of the uh, terrain and the geography of northeast here, because you can see northeast right now. Northeast has neighboring as neighboring countries like Nepal and China, and right here we have the Himalayas as well. So the terrain and the geography of northeast is much more challenging than the rest of India, which might be a factor for the difficulty to set up banking operations, leading to a lesser count. Northeast also contains Cherrapunji, which is one of the wettest places in the world. It rains there all year round, and which is an example of why the people living here also have a less population, and the number of banking offices are also less similarly. Uh, so going on to uh, you can see here there's no metropolitan population group for the Northeast because there's no metropolitan city here. And max the highest share of population group here is the rural because of the terrain itself. Going on to different states, if I check for Maharashtra, which has the Mumbai city, you can see the highest share goes to the metropolitan population group because Mumbai is densely populated, and people from all over India try and come to Mumbai to make it and be successful. Uh, Yet another highly uh, highly dense number of bank offices is Uttar Pradesh, which is a neighboring state to New Delhi. Uh, Also highly densely populated and has metropolitan uh, higher share of metropolitan population group as well, but not as compared to rural. So Delhi, here you can see the small state here is NCT of Delhi, which was just highlighted, and that is mostly metropolitan. But if you just look at Uttar Pradesh, it's a densely populated area, but mostly rural. Uh, if we go on to different regions, southern region here has uh, you can see consistently State Bank of India has been a market share leader in all the regions of India. And if I go to Western region, Central region right now, let's see Central here as rural and semi-urban population as the majority players. If I try and look at a particular state's progress over the years, uh, say Maharashtra over the years. If I play Maharashtra over the years, you can see uh, uh, it has been metropolitan higher share, but similar. On the other hand, it has also been consistently increasing in the number of bank offices. In summary, the visualization of the various aspects of Indian banking industry, it reveals a story of growth and challenges, both of them. While the industry has shown remarkable growth over the years, external factors such as the COVID-19 pandemic and the increase in adoption of digital payments have created challenges for the old school banking behemoths. Nonetheless, there's still potential for much more growth, particularly in the rural and the semi-urban areas. And players like SBI, HDFC, ICICI, Axis Bank, and Bank of Baroda are well positioned to take advantage of these opportunities. That's it from my side. Uh, Thank you.